Hey everyone out there at YouTube, we're going down to Waukeeta for the 26th anniversary of Twister. This baby's been down there for the 25th, but as an addition for the Coverland Adventures, Sony, aka Jesus Denver, is going down with us, and hey, we're going to have a blast of time, so stick with us. We'll have some surprises along the way as well. Well, here we are, just left Hugo, and we're heading our way down to Granada. And we're eventually going to stop and camp at Syracuse, but this fog is crazy. As you can tell, I do have my lights on, my halogen 6x9s on top. Turn them off. You can see it's actually clearing up a little bit. Well, here we are in Kit Carson. As you can tell, the fog is still with us here. Nonetheless, we're going to still keep on proceeding through. We're still an hour and 40 away till the Kansas border. Hopefully soon, though, we can... Probably going to stop at Hawley and get gas, then head up into Syracuse. We're going to head south here in 23 miles towards Granada. It really gives a Silent Hill kind of vibes because we're in the middle of nowhere, passing by old hick towns and whatnot. Stick with us soon. We're almost to our campsite in Syracuse, Kansas. So we're going over here to the Hamilton Camp Wildlife Fun camping place for at least an hour or two of rest, then we're back on the road. The weather seems to have cleared up, thankfully, and we're about halfway to Waukeeta at this point, if not a little farther. Once we found the road, we got lost, hit a huge dip, broke Dorothy a bit, but eventually found it and went to bed right away, as it was pretty pitch black out and every minute counts to get some sleep. Sleeping in J10 cab is not the best, especially if it's a manual. Either way, we got to sleep, woke up when the sun was coming up over the plains, and headed right back out. Well, here we are, leaving our camp spot. It is 7 in the morning. We're on our way to Garden City to get some breakfast. Hope to be in Waukeeta, hopefully by maybe 2 or 3 o'clock at this point. This is a wonderful reservoir. You can tell that Kansas is in a drought. Alright, so we made it to Oklahoma. It is Friday, around 1 o'clock. We have attacking flies. It's every freaking where around here. But hey, less than We're here at the Oklahoma border, and we're about 2 hours out till hitting Waukeeta and Medford, Oklahoma. Eventually got to Medford, which is 12 miles east of Waukeeta. It was around 4 p.m. and we were staying at the Medford Motel. I highly recommend staying there as Nora's a sweet young lady. You will meet Ruru and many of the other cats she takes care of.
including their own motel rooms, is just amazing. I really loved how nice a small town was, including the BNSF locomotive that rolls through at 2 a.m. in the morning at night and blaring its horn, waking everybody up. I also met up with the world famous Twister fanatics. They're famous in the Twister fandom, and that is Zonado and the Tucker White Photography, along with Chris, who owned the truck previous from me, and the famous April Littlejohn Warren, who was the flashback mom in Twister during the Wakita scene. We all headed out to the Twister Museum to make sure everything was golden for the big Going Green event, as well as meeting another famous in the Twister fandom, Mel Roswell.
Maybe I shouldn't make steel.
We're going to spin it right here. Yeah, let's spin it before we get to the wheel. We're good on this side. We got room. Yep. I'll start pulling it back that way. Watch it. Watch it. There you go. Those have taken a lot worse, trust me. Oh no, I wasn't worried about that. No. You got it. Now it'll roll that way.
This is Jesus Denver, also known as Ching Chong Lee when we're cooking. He's eating chicken, beef, thingies, and mashed potatoes. I am too. This is actually the Twister Fanatics VIP party. And it's looking great. I'd like to give a big thanks to Zoe, as well as Chris, Tucker, Mel, Cricket, Linda, of course, and everybody else here at the event.
Is it from the airport? Like they say in the Christmas story, I could hear taps playing in the distance. Well, there in Medford, you definitely can hear taps playing. I thought it was a really magical event. We had some wonderful events. We had fun after the VIP party. I watched Joe and Jonas go at it a little bit, arm wrestling and push-upping and running and crazy stuff. We had some fun events. I was flashing people with my 9x6 lights because the security alarm kept going off for no reason. It was a fun event. I must say, be sure to stay tuned for our second part of Twister when we're there at the event.